Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mitch Modin. If you're new here, I'm a professional track and field athlete down here training in Phoenix, Arizona for the decathlon, currently training for the Olympics in Tokyo. This video is pretty much because of the DK Metcalf hype. I wanted to record a video, wanted to test out the iPhone 12 Pro camera indoors, and I wanted to kind of react to what the time was that DK Metcalf ran. Now, you can call it out. I was probably a hater. I was commenting on everybody's stuff saying he's not going to run very fast. He's going to run max 10.8, 10.7, whatever. I then lowered my prediction to 10.6s after I saw his block start. That was kind of where I was questioning what he was going to be able to do. To just not train and then show up and run is much harder to do, especially if you have to run out of blocks. If you have to do something that's different than just like a standing start or a 3-point start like you would do in football or like for a 40. So he'd run track in the past. I anticipated 10.7, 10.8. I lowered it to 10.6, and then he went out and ran 10.36. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the race yet, go watch it. I think that one of his fellow football players said it the best. Anyone talking bad about DK Metcalf is a hater. Boy lined up against professional track athletes who do this for a living and held his own. Although he finished 9th in his heat, 10.36 is sliding, or like fast. Respect, fam, you're an alien. DK Metcalf might have been top 5 if it was 60 meters. And that's the truth. Honestly, he got out very fast in relation to Olympic caliber sprinters. You have guys that have run 9.8 in that heat. You have guys that ran 9.9 in that heat, and he still held his own running 10.36. Now, in the interview afterwards, I expected DK to come up with some excuse, whatever, but the dude was unbelievably humble. That was probably the more impressive thing to me, was that his post-race interview was probably as good, if not the best post-race interview I've seen this year. He was very humble, understood what exactly was going on. He said he was just happy to be there. He was happy to run against world-class athletes like this. He was standing next to Trayvon Gillespie, shouts out Oregon Duck, who has run sub 10 seconds, ran 9.97 in that race. He also said that he was just working out. So if anything, the off-season training to run a 100-meter dash, he's going to be even faster on the field than he was when he hawked down what's his nuts in that play that kind of sparked this whole thing. So legitimately, I think he was just working out. I think this was an escape for him to get away from football like we all need. We need escapes to get away from our sports. I think he chose to do something very, very productive and run track. He also said he wanted to just test his speed against the world's best athletes. He did that, and he held his own. He tested his speed, got out with them, and like Ingram said, he was probably top 5 going into the 60-meter dash, or the 60. Carl Lewis asked him if he was afraid of getting exposed or like if he was worried about taking that risk. And that was one of my favorite answers he had in the whole post-conference interview. Was he said, first and foremost, I'm a football player and an athlete. And I took that as like, he's not willing to back down from a challenge just because it's something that's new to him. He's an athlete, and athletes should be able to do everything, and he kind of proved that. When Lewis asked him if there was a difference between the speed that was on the track and the speed that was on the football field, kind of the debate that everybody's been talking about, he kind of just blatantly said yes and gave a good reason why. He said that it was because it's something that track athletes train for. It is their job. They do it daily. It's not something that football players train for and do it daily. You wouldn't go ask a track athlete to go tackle somebody. Obviously, a football player is going to be better at tackling. So he answered it perfectly. He said that it's something that they do daily. The speed is different than football. And it answered the question that kind of everybody was asking. And then to close off the whole interview, Lewis says thank you to both of them. And then he's still even humble and is like, says congratulations to Trayvon for winning the heat and tells him good luck in the final. Like, he understands track to the point where he trained for it, obviously, and understood what he was getting himself into. And then on top of that, he was humble in the fact that he got 9th in his heat, which nobody else would get an interview if they're 9th in their heat. But he's DK Metcalf. This was a spectacle. He did phenomenally. He said he's going on to mini camp, so he can't lose weight and continue to train. I think he's probably capable of 10.2s, 10.1s if he trains and if he lost weight. That's completely flipped from what I said earlier and what I've said in the past about him, but I think he's humble. He worked hard. I actually saw him in person. He's a big dude. He trained at Scottsdale Sports Complex when we were out there training last summer, on the grass fields, running hurdles out there during COVID, and we couldn't find a track. He was out there putting in work, and he did a phenomenal job. So congratulations to DK Metcalf, and congratulations to football for now understanding that there is a difference and that a couple of your guys are legit. They're just not Olympic caliber legit. They're like elite level sprinters, just not the Olympic ones. So anyways, that's going to end today's video. I just wanted to make a quick recap, get it up the day of so that I don't fall behind, and I wanted to test out this camera and see how it actually looked. So I appreciate you guys for watching. This is a track and field channel where I post daily vlog content. So if you're new here, consider subscribing if you like it. Anyways, remember, be nice to people, don't hurt yourself, don't hurt others, slow down, don't dance so fast. And I'll talk to you guys all sometime later this week. Okay, bye.